There's something so incoherently miserable about the reasoning behind someone coming up to you to complain about what they feel your life is. It's very strange. So today, I put together a island for my kitchen, and then after I put together the island for my kitchen, my wife decided to put together the bed frame for the kitchen for the bed. So we don't have I didn't know you needed this. No one told me this. You need a box spring with a bed frame. There are three separate parts of the bed. There's the bed frame, which is the lowest part. Then there's the box spring. Now, in order for the box spring and things not to slide around, you usually have a divot where the box spring is or something to put the mattresses on. Sadly, I don't have that. That's not how I operate as a human being. I don't think that far ahead because I'm not a free thinker. I'm a closed thinker. I'm a limited thinker. So naturally, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this makes a lot of sense. I can just go ahead and nope, can't go ahead and do basically anything. So now I'm sliding around the bed because I decided to put cardboard and wood beneath the bed frame. So I take those out, and that sucked. So go back to Target. And we've been to Target 3 times today. So I'm in Target, and this woman comes up to me and she says, "Oh, you're with the white woman." Now I'm already agitated because of the bed situation, so I'm already a little bit peeved. And I say, "I'm sorry. Yes, I am. Why'd you point that out?" She said, "I guess you are a self-hating black man." Now this, I I thought I'd never encountered an interaction such as this in my entire life, where somebody assumes that I hate my existence, I hate my skin color, I hate everything about me, I hate what I am, because I am with a woman that is not black, and I just don't grasp. I mean, it's with my whole chest. I just don't grasp why somebody would go out of their way to tell me that they are not approving of who I decide to love for the rest of my life. Which online, yeah, that happens all the time. You always see some guys lonely in the comment section saying, "I would never be with somebody outside my race. I'm Asian and I only dated Asians. I'm white. You should be a white person. We should stick with our race and there should be no mixed children. That's how you destroy the world." Never, never, never in all of my years, all of my days, did I think I'd encountered it in real life. And this has happened before. I want to point this out. This has happened before. So it's not as if it's an unknown event. But just in the heat of the anger, the Hulk like rage boiling and festering inside of my chest, this woman decides to say, "Yeah, you could have done better." And I'm just confused. I'm just confused. Do you want me to just leave my woman and decide to go throughout the minutia of going through dating apps, all to get rejected by multiple women yet again? Is that what you want me to do? To go through all this hogwash of the paying for dating apps and all this garbage? And oh, you ran out of likes today. You ran out of swipes. You done this. You done that. Because you can't meet people in public. You meet somebody at a bar. You're gonna get posted on Twitter. You're gonna get a screenshot. People think you're a predator if you approach women in a bar. Like, why are you approaching a woman when she's drunk? Why are you doing that? There needs to be like a place where you don't have to be drunk to do so. I don't drink. I never have. I never smoked in my entire life. I don't enjoy those aspects of life. I never have. I never will. I've never done a single drug in my life. But if someone's inebriated around me, that seems to be you're an adult now. You can be inebriated. You can be not of regular thinking mind, and that makes you an adult. And that's stupid. So I don't want to go through that. So what is your solution to finding another partner? What is your solution there? Just to leave the woman I've decided to dedicate the greater portion of my life to, and say, oh, she's not black. Oh, no, I didn't see her the first time actually. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I should be with a black person because that's the only way I can actually love somebody. That's so stupid. Oh my god, what a closed-minded, ignorant thing to do. And I gave her no peace of mind. I simply said I could bite out your throat at this exact moment and nobody would care about your worthless little life. That's exactly what I said. A very calm response. And she said, and walked away. And then she had asset protection come up to me and say, "Hey, did you threaten this lady?" I said, "No." She simply insulted me and I said, "Have a good day." And I walked away. I just said it in a very rude manner. And she said you threatened her with biting her out of the throat. I said, "No, I didn't say that." Well, that's ridiculous. That's psychotic. Why would I do that? I'm looking for a bunkie board. And they said, "What? A bunkie board?" Now, if you don't know what a bunkie board is, you probably don't know what a bunkie board is. Probably never heard of it. A bunkie board, bunkie, is what you'd put if you don't have a box spring. There are bunkie box springs, but it's what you put on your bed if you don't have a box spring. That's what you put on there. And I was needing this because I have two tatami mats as mattresses, not actual mattresses. So it was a bit of a hassle doing this. And he said, "I don't think we have bunkie boards." And I said, "It says on the website you do." "Yeah, that's on the website, online purchases." So now I'm going through the hassle, this big hassle of having to deal with asset protection, think I'm going to destroy this woman. And then the bigger issue of, by all means, by all means not being able to get a bunky board. So I go to Walmart, which is right now. I live in Detroit, so there's a place in Dearborn. There's Target, and then there's Walmart, Home Depot, and then a Value City Furniture, and another furniture place on the right or left. There's a clothing store, Harmon Mills, something of that variety. So there's a stretch of all these things, and a long line and loop. That's what it is. So I go through all these stores, and they don't have a single thing a bit of it. And I discovered something as I'm going through all these stores. I would be better off going on Amazon. As a matter of fact, I calculated it because I was on Amazon today looking up bunky boards, and I saw that they had a bunky board in Walmart. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see how much it costs. It was $113. So I go to Amazon. Amazon next day delivery. They give me a bunky board for $70. Not it's like a very high quality bunky board that has 4.5 reviews and a bunch of reviews that I can look at. And it's cheaper. It's significantly cheaper. And I discovered something at that exact moment. Why am I going to the store? Why am I doing this? Why am I going to the store for anything anymore? I don't have to do that. I genuinely don't have to do that. Period. I don't have to even consider doing that at all. There's no reason why anybody should ever have to go to the store again because Amazon exists. It's cheaper on Amazon because they have a deep monopoly over everything so they can make the prices cheaper. And it comes to you so you don't have to waste gas. I'm wasting gas to look for an item where employees don't want to help me. They don't want to help me. So what's the point of me going to these stores? Amazon is controlling the world narrative. It's insane. I don't have to go out. I think I might do a video about that later. This is just a diary entry. This is basically my diaries at night. But man, that's so crazy. I'm gonna write this video idea down before I lose it. You guys probably don't know how I make my videos, and nobody ever watches these ones when I release these ones. So I'm just gonna show you guys. You guys probably don't know how I make videos. I don't script anything out. This is the same process at which I make all of my other videos. This is the same exact process. So I don't script anything out. I just have. This is all the process of thinking my brain goes. There are this many ideas right now, right here, right? That's where we're at. Now there's 83. I'm just gonna say Amazon makes shopping obsolete. That's probably gonna be the video title, and then I just go on like a tangent until I get tired, until I get genuinely tired of talking. That's how I make videos. That there's no script. There's no me researching anything. I spell obsolete wrong. It doesn't really matter. There's no thinking or anything of that variety. It's just that's how my thought process goes. And that I make 5 videos every single day. I put up my green screen and I just grab my secondary. I have a second Shirts with 7B. Hold on. I have a second Shirts with 7B that I can't detach this one. I stuck this one on. I can't detach this. I don't know how anymore. I give up. I refuse to. So I bought a second one because I couldn't detach this one. So that's high class living for you. That's a sign of pure wealth is having 2 Shirts with 7Bs. No, but I decided to get a second one because I had no clue how to figure out how to get this one detached. It was taking too long. So I have this one. And what I do here is I just go, I'll tell you an example. Let's say I think of peanut butter. I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of many, many, many ages that watch my videos, have you ever had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? You see, peanuts, most commonly known of taking people out randomly back in the day because people don't know about peanut allergies, and then jelly. Jelly is what you are of me, jealous, because you realize there's never going to amount to me. See, this is the thing about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Then I go on a 10-minute rant about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's how it happens. It's not as if I get into a character or a phrase or something already. It's just how I choose to rant and ramble and talk. This is me venting. These videos at night, if it releases after 12, this is a vent video. I usually put in the description it's a diary entry, but this is a vent video. This is the level of what it is. This is just me venting is what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the day I had. That's pretty much the entire day. It helps me speak about it if I don't write things down, so it helps me speak when I speak about this stuff. So yeah, bye.